going on, everybody? Welcome to the Black and Gold. This is HiBruiNation, the unofficial home of your Boston Bruins. To my right, we have not a full crew tonight. To my right, we have Kyle. Cam can't be with us tonight. I'm Matt, and the Bruins are a bad hockey team. So we have we have tonight. We're going to touch on the Bruins currently on a 6-game losing streak. As always, we have the bear down breakdown, the week look ahead. We're going to touch on some, how do we feel about the refs breaking up a Jeremy Swayman fight in the LA Kings game, and Zadorov's comments post game on that, and whether or not the Tankathon is on. So before we get into all that, Kyle, give me a quick vibe check. How are we feeling?
Well, for the show, we're great. The inmates run the asylum. Cam bagged out sick on us today, so that means that we just do whatever the hell we want. So scripts are optional. What is it? Decorum that's optional. It's just, everything's out the window. We just do whatever the hell we want.
It's like the first time that your parents leave you alone.
As far as
at home, you know what I mean. You can just run rampant. You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, bold of him to think that we would keep a lid on it. As far as the Bruins go, they're fucking awful. Let's just please get us to the finish line so we can get out of here. It's like every other thing. You're not expecting wins, but it's just please don't be as much of a mockery of yourself as you're continuing to be. It's you can't even pretend like you care at this point.
It has been mockery is the perfect word. I was talking to my father earlier today, and I was telling him, I'm almost 30 years old, and as long as I can remember watching hockey, I think that the team as its current state right now might be the worst Bruins team I've ever seen rolled out onto the ice. And just the way they're playing, it's a circumstance of how the season's gone and all that. But it's tough. It is tough to watch, and it's especially tough when this team heads out west and the games are at 10 o'clock at night and 10:30 at night. So trying to stay awake to see those games and see them get their doors blown off.
Nothing like forcing yourself to stay up for a 10 o'clock game that that they're not even going to be competitive in. It'd be different if it's you can lull yourself into it. It's oh yeah, there's something exciting to watch. I'll get to see some young players. It's no, they're just ass.
Yeah, you're staying up at 10:30 at night to watch them lose to the San Jose Sharks. They're getting their doors blown off by the LA Kings on a Sunday night.
And they're embarrassing themselves while they do it. It's like you're saying the thing with Swayman. It's just at what point is it just guys, enough? It's just
it's not even. In the beginning of the year too, we were oh, they're kind of finding different ways to lose. It's all the same. It's all the same. You can go back to any episode that we've recorded in the past and look at the stuff that we're complaining about back then. And it's all the same stuff, and it's only gotten worse. And the team is getting aggravated. I'm sure the coaches are getting aggravated, and it's showing. It's showing, and it's not going to be any better between now and the third week of April.
No, it's we literally can we escape this without doing any more mental damage to this team?
Yeah, what's the least amount of damage we can do before this nightmare is over?
Yeah, it's get out of it without any of this carrying over. It's just the thing was Swayman. You're hearing all sorts of chatter from fans and things like that about how it's a contract's already a problem and how he's letting you down and this and that. And it's let's be honest, he hasn't been good, but you also can't have any expectations of a goalie playing behind what a team that was a bad defensive team when they had their entire roster, and then you sold off basically your best defensive pieces up front, and your best defensive pieces on the back end have been out for the entire season. But that's also not to let him off the hook at all. I think he's been brutal, and I can't hold this season against him because it's such a lost season from the jump. But I think that's something that we're definitely going to be watching as soon as the puck drops next season. Is what are you going to get from that guy who needs to be a critical piece of whatever you have going forward?
Yeah, if they're not looking to do a long-term rebuild, which that it's looking more and more like it's going to be, they're going to have to dig themselves out of this hole somehow, and it's looking more long-term I've never been one to be super into draft picks, but I feel like for the next couple of years we're going to have to be. Unless that's going to happen, they're going to make unbelievable, crazy blockbuster deals in this offseason, which you and I both know won't happen. It's not going to happen. So I think it's going to be a long-term thing. You brought up Swayman and how he's playing. I saw something online, as an article pretty much blaming Swayman, all the contract stuff from the beginning of the year, and saying this whole season was on him. And I agree with you. I'm not giving him a get out of jail free card, but to say that is crazy. I mean, the whole team.
Yeah, that's asinine.
Yeah, I mean, you said it in, I forget which episode it was, but you said it before. It is like the beginning of the year we came into this, like, I think thinking the team was going to be a lot better than they were, and they just proved to us that they were, an average team. And as stressful as the past couple of weeks are, we're still 3 games under 500. I mean, 3 games under 500.
Which is great. Like, can you believe that as bad as this team has felt to watch, they've been in and around it the entire way until now. But just like
I think
from the eye test,
last week,
have
they
you
were
at any point?
Sorry to cut you off. They were knocking on the door for a wild card spot.
Yeah. Up until literally, I think was it last week? They were like a reasonable amount, like 4 points out, something like that. But yeah, it's like at no point during the season, for me at least, did I watch this team and see like, like there's something there. They're gonna get going. Like, did you ever think that there was something there with this team?
If I did, and you can, I mean, probably think the same thing, but it was just, blind faith, being a blind fan, just, thinking that this can't last forever. Again, we're around the same age. We've never seen a team, come out like this and
Fall on its
be
face.
this consistently bad with so many holes. I mean, historically, in the last 20 years, since the turn of the century, like, the Bruins have always been in it. They've been pretty competitive. They've been to 3 cup finals. They've won 1. I mean, this is, uncharted territory for a lot of fans or younger fans, and I think for the team, because the players are also, at least the ones that have been around for the past couple of years, are not used to being in this kind of position, which I think is frustrating for them. Like you said, the past 2 weeks has really shown that, playoffs are done. I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated, but I'm sure that's coming soon. If it hasn't
Eliminated in our
happened
hearts
already.
for sure.
Yeah, and they've won one game they have won since the All-Star. I'm sorry, not the All-Star break. The trade deadline was that first game against Florida at the Garden. They won that game 3-2, and since then it has been consistent losses, 6 in a row, and they have been outscored. I put it in the group chat earlier. Also, go follow Don't Puck with Media on all socials, on YouTube, everything. There's a bunch of great content for you. So in the DPM group chat, me and Alex were talking earlier, and I looked into it. The Bruins have been outscored 30-11 in 6 games. They're averaging 5 goals against every game. 30-11 in 6 games. So to your point, it's not all on Swayman and all on the goaltending, because I know he hasn't played every single game, but you can't win games when you're giving up that volume, those
7
numbers.
goals.
You can't win games like that.
And at this point, like, it sucks for us. You don't want to have to watch this, but where for the first time in, I don't know, a very long time, you're in the running for a legitimate high-end draft pick. I guess keep feeding me the losses. I'm never somebody that wants to root for losses, and I definitely don't want to have to watch it the way they've been doing it. I guess best case in my head is like lose games 3-2 and have the young kids actually contribute and get some experience. That'd be prime, but that's not going to happen. But as of yesterday, after the dismantling, I think it looks like we are sitting with about a 6.5% chance at the number 1 pick. So it's not off the table entirely.
I'm on Tankathon right now, and we're sitting as right now we're on where we have pick number 8, and all this losing makes you feel a lot better when you simulate the lottery enough times till the Bruins are number 1. That makes you feel it makes you feel a lot better. But I was doing this for like 10 minutes the other day, just waiting for the Bruins to have the number 1 pick, and I was like, all right, like that, I can live with that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that there was a few different decently touted center prospects that would fall right around our sort of like that 6 to 8 range. And I'm not going to lie to you and pretend like I'm a big draftologist. I leave that to the guys at The Athletic who do all that sort of homework and then just feed me the nice lists of why I should care about the different players.
We're gonna need you to be a draftologist.
But I know that a lot of people. I got time. I can draftologist up before that rolls around. I'm sure there's gonna be like an online course I can take, right?
We're gonna need it.
It's all right. I'll become
keep sending me tweets of all these prospects from like the Wheat Kings in the Q or the O or whatever they play in. I'm like, he's like, this is the guy you should be looking at. Like I've never heard that name before, and he's like, you guys could use it.
All right. By the time playoffs are over, I'll become a big draftologist for you.
All right, I'm gonna need it. Either you or Cam, because I'm gonna rely on you guys. Are my guys at The Athletic who deep dive.
Yeah, we can't trust Cam's take though. I mean, he's still carrying water for Wallstrom. So,
dude, he loves Wallstrom and Fabian Lysell. They hate this
yeah.
team. Hates Fabian Lysell. Hates him, and he's been up here. More than Wallstrom has lately.
Yeah. Well, there's still some glimmer of hope there. Wallstrom's just fucking resurfacing the ice in the dunk.
Also rest in peace to Dunk. I saw the other day.
It's still a dunk.
He had a hat trick in a game like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh man, this kid's gonna text me. I know it's coming.
Did he?
I don't know if he did. Wallstrom he's an AHL player. He does great in Providence. So let's let him lead them to a Calder. Yeah, let's let Wallstrom lead them to a Calder. Maybe we'll just get into the AHL. Let's do minor league hockey.
Is we just gonna switch over to a HiBruiNation until the end?
HiBruiNation. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunate that we can't be like the Lowell Lock Nation. That I would give my to have the Lowell Lock.
Dude, man. How much would you give for a reproduction Lock Monsters jersey right now?
I'd be lying if I said I haven't looked them up.
They got to be hard to find, right?
I think I saw some on eBay. I looked for like one of those like t-shirt jerseys because like imagine just like going out and just wearing a Lock Monsters shirt. Like no one has those.
Lock Monster jersey. I still got a cup somewhere.
Didn't Chara play for them?
I don't know.
I think he did. Oh my god, a Chara's Lock Monster jersey would go crazy.
Didn't he play for the Islanders AHL squad?
I don't know.
When you were a kid, you guys grind Lock Monsters? Your dad take you?
Oh yeah, all the time. I used to think it was bananas. They had that blimp that would fly around and like drop like coupons to like, Dunkin' Donuts.
And then in my head, like as a kid going there, it's just like this is a massive stadium. Like this is a top tier pro stadium. This place is packed. And you go back now and it's just like it's got to be like a 5,000 seat arena.
Yeah, you as a former Riverhawk, you were there all the time, and it was like it couldn't have been like. When you're younger, you think it's like going to the Garden, just like the Dunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Dunk is also very tiny.
I've actually never been to the Dunk.
Come on.
Yeah, never hit the Dunk. But yeah, we used to grind Lock Monsters games. Lock Monsters and BU games. because Bruins tickets were always dumb expensive, so you're not going to take your kid who probably can't sit still for longer than 10 minutes at a time to a $70 game.
That's one thing we don't take advantage of enough is the college hockey around here.
How good the products are around here for
like there's a bunch of like
even
like Bruins prospects. There's so many good players, and we just never go.
Yeah, it's like I remember, was it 2 years ago, we went to the Beanpot together. It's like we were literally just like running up and down the rosters of like, it's like I swear to God, half of every roster was former NHLers' kids.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. That I think that was was it 2 years ago we went?
I think so. But yeah, it's like same thing. It's like, and these tickets are pretty cheap. It's like you want, obviously BC can get a little more. You can go to Northeastern, you go to Harvard games. It's like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much hockey around.
There's a ton. Hockey East is so good. If anybody out there knows if Zdeno Chara played for the Lowell Lock Monsters, please reach out to us. Because I'm like 80% sure that he did. No, I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know. If anyone out there knows, let me know. I'm pretty sure. All right. You want to get into some of the games?
I guess. I don't want to.
All right. We'll touch on them real quick. The past week, the Bruins went 0-3-1 for 1 whole point in 4 games. That is such a bummer to say. That brings them to a season record of 30-33-9 for, you guessed it, 69 points.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, what a bummer that is. What a bummer that is. And the teams you lost to, there was a game, and I don't have it written down here. Here we go. So this road trip's been killing me. It was at home against Buffalo, and then this nightmare road trip that started with Vegas, San Jose, and LA, and will continue into this upcoming week with Anaheim and Detroit before coming back home. So you lose to the Sabres in overtime, which is that 1 point, which is a real bummer that the Sabres took you to overtime.
Which you don't lose to that team. You just do not lose to that team. I don't care how bad you are.
You could have, and again I say should have, but like we just said, we know what this team is. I would have liked them 3-1, taking the loss to Vegas because they're a far better team, but Buffalo, San Jose, and LA, like
at worst you go 2-2. Not at worst. I would say realistically you go 2-2. You shouldn't lose to the Sharks and you shouldn't lose to the Sabres. But I would say at least at worst should be 1-3. You can't lose both of those games.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. So with 69 points, in the in the wild card race, the Bruins are now 7th. They are behind Detroit, Columbus, the Islanders, and the Rangers. And the 2 teams that hold the current wild card spots are Montreal and Ottawa. Montreal has 75 points, so you're 6 points out of a playoff spot. With 10 games left.
Yeah. And let's be real. Like, no, I don't care what the math says between, like, we've already decided they were eliminated.
Wow. Yeah. And I'm glad I'm saying this. Rick was just popped in backstage here on StreamYard, but the Canadians have been on a tear. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow find a way to pass Ottawa, which sucks. Because we're gonna have to hear it from them.
That'd be crazy, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be crazy. And honestly, I don't. Go ahead.
No. I was just kind of babbling.
I was gonna say I weirdly have been waiting for Ottawa to figure it out, and then it looked like another year where they just weren't, and they were just gonna do the Senators thing where they kind of just didn't piece it together, even though they have some of the stuff rolling. And then it seems like they've sort of gotten a fire lit under their ass, which is kind of cool. And honestly, fuck Rick and fuck the Canadians, but it's also cool to see them getting traction. I like seeing teams turn the page and start to take off again. Like that is one of my favorite things in hockey. Like there's very few teams that I'm going to look at and be like, I don't want to like see them regain traction. So it's like whenever you see the sort of that retool, rebuild, and like a new core start to form and start to take off, I think it's so cool. So it's like for me, I thought Detroit was there too, and like I don't know what the hell happened there. They're a mess.
Yeah, we've said it before too. Like the league is better when the original 6 teams are competitive and they're always in it. I feel the same way to fuck Montreal, and I've been up there a handful of times for games. It's always a blast, and the Bruins always win. But I wouldn't be so confident going up there now that the Bruins would win.
They're not gonna win shit.
No, so that would be more for just the vibes, which I don't even know if I could handle, if my body could handle going to Montreal for a trip anymore. But yeah, the league is better when the original 6 teams are in it and they're competitive. And like you said, you're kind of seeing a younger generation come and kind of take not control, but take shape, and you're kind of getting into a new generation of NHLers. Like I was thinking, like at the time of recording this, Ovechkin is 7 goals away from breaking Gretzky's record, and just got me thinking, like he's like one of the older veterans in the league, and you could say the same thing about Crosby. I mean, they got drafted around the same time, and those are the guys that we grew up with. So those are the old guys now.
7 years away from their AARP cards too. I say it's a bad look for us that like we're thinking we're still kids, and you got, I don't know what was the latest draft crop. It's like the kids were drafted in like or born in like 07, something like that now. I can't
probably around there.
That's
yeah.
How terrifying is it? Like we were in high school.
I mean, yeah, look at the kid, the Bruins just got in the Carlo trade, that Fraser Minton kid, who I'm excited that he's a Bruin. He's 20 years old. Ovechkin and Crosby are what? 17 65? Years older than this guy? Like, they're almost double this kid's age. It's crazy. That was just one of those moments, like, wow, like we're getting old.
Next wave's coming.
The next wave is coming. This past week sucks. So the Bruins go 0-3-1. They get 1 point. Let's get into this. The Big Bad Bruin Player of the Week. It should be a pretty easy one. Kyle, who do you have?
Fuck nobody, because they all blow.
Yeah, nobody. This whole team sucks. So no Big Bad Bruin. The week look ahead. This one is interesting, mostly from Cam. He gave us his picks before today's episode. We have 2 more games this week before we record again, hopefully next Sunday. This week I'll push back a day due to scheduling conflicts. But Wednesday, the Bruins are in Anaheim against the Mighty Ducks. I have this as a loss. Cam has this as a win.
I got an L for sure. Cam, I don't know what you were smoking. It's crazy of you to take a W there. I don't know what. I'd love to hear the rationale.
What a stupid move! What a stupid move! He knows how hot I am in this competition we got going on. He knows I'm hot, and he wants to completely contradict me like this.
Cam, it's wild.
Crazy.
I'm so taken aback. It must be the fever going to your head.
It's crazy. I don't know what he's thinking, because I am so hot right now. I'm on a hot streak. And just because I'm saying that, they're probably just going to go undefeated the rest of the year. After that, they have Thursday, Friday off, and Saturday they are in Detroit, not at the Joe. I believe that isn't that like Little Caesars Arena or something.
Yeah, it's the Joe. It's got to be the Joe.
Yeah, pizza. So that's Saturday. I also have that as a loss. Cam, on the other hand, has that as a win.
That's crazy. I can't twofer. You're sweeping the week. That's crazy. I don't know what could have gotten into your head that would make you type that into the team sheet.
What do you got for this one? I already know, but
they're losing. Anyway. They're losing.
Yeah, like it's they haven't showed me anything to.
I may or may not have inputted Cam's selections for him. Maybe.
Did you?
Yeah. But it's in the sheet now. The sheet doesn't lie. So.
Yeah, it's true. So Cam,
yeah.
I know when you're not
you didn't
here,
get him
you
in
like to
time.
lose that. I actually think this is Cam's first career absence for a pod taping.
There goes his perfect attendance award.
Yeah, I think this might. I have to double check that, but I think this might be his first time not being on.
That's what he gets for missing bad predictions.
Yeah,
I mean, they align with the rest of his decision making. So
Yeah, so Cam's going sweep. Kyle and I are going reverse sweep, which makes way more sense than his bonehead picks that he obviously made.
Yeah, nobody else factored into it all.
No, after last week, the 4 games that we had, I just had it here, and for some reason, so last week I had win-loss, win-loss. Cam also had win-loss, win-loss, and Kyle had win-win, loss-loss. So after last week's results, everything is still the same. Status quo. Cam is in first. I don't have the points in front of me. I am in second, and Kyle has fallen into third place.
Got you right where I want you, baby.
well, we went the same on this week too, so it's coming down to the wire. We have 10 games left. 10.
I can't believe Cam is going to end up gaining ground off of his asinine predictions this week.
He's been good. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I could probably find them, but I don't have the numbers in front of me. But if I was a betting man, I would. I mean, he's been pretty hot too with his picks.
It seems like you should take your own picks.
I don't. Oh, here we go. This was updated. Oh, either he didn't update the date, or I don't know. I don't know how accurate this is. So if you're listening, this is very bad podcasting. The last time we checked, Cam was at 62.69%. I was at 60 even, and Kyle had 57.89. How accurate that is, I don't know. But that's where we're at.
Somebody's cooking the numbers against me.
Yeah, you, because you keep picking bad. Your problem was you started the year just based off vibes, and then as the season gets on, again, we still don't have a prize or a punishment, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I think you were going strictly based on vibes and what you wanted to happen. And I think
I feel like we instituted the giving a fuck about the ranking a little late. So I definitely started off of like, this is what I think they should / I want them to do this week versus like digging deep into what I really think is going to happen. But at this point, I'm riding or dying with the vibes.
They've been so
and the vibes are bad, so I'm mostly dying with the vibes for sure.
Yeah. Like I said,
that's the thing too. It's just like everything that you think that they should do, they just don't. So it's like there was certain points where straight up there was weeks where I was just like, well, this is what they should do, so I'm going to pick the opposite.
I've tried doing that. I tried doing what I think is going to happen. That didn't work, so I pulled a George Costanza, and just everything I thought, I did the opposite, and that wasn't working. There was really no rhyme or reason. This year has been crazy. I know you called it the cursed hockey season.
Yeah,
nothing about it makes any sense.
10 years from now, this is gonna be the one that you like forget ever happened. Like I never remember that in my life.
This is we'll kind of start wrapping things up here, but I'm going to start listing off some teams. So for the rest of the way, the Bruins have the Ducks, the Red Wings, the Caps, which I don't know their schedule, but do you think it's possible that Ovechkin breaks the record or even ties it at the Garden? After that, the Canadians, Hurricanes, Sabres, Devils, Blackhawks, Penguins, and Devils again.
There's a decent chance
So
that they maybe win like 2 games the rest of the way.
I would have, like, if you're lucky, 3-7.
Yeah. That's tough.
3-7. It's no cakewalk, and even if it was, they might still find a way to lose that too. But
You just lost to the Sabres and the Sharks anyway.
yeah, I don't know. They had the Blackhawks.
I can't wait
That's
to get
pretty cool.
dismantled by the Ducks.
Oh, speaking of getting
the Ducks are just going to annihilate.
Completely forgot. The Kings beat us 7-2. Completely blew our doors off. And I don't know what the score was at the time, but Swayman tried to fight Darcy Kemper. Helmet off, gloves off. The refs got in between them. Do you think they should have let them go, one? And two, do you think that even should have happened, or do you have any idea or any, guess as to why it even got to that point?
I always think that if both parties are willing, get out of the way and let it be entertaining. I see kind of why they try not to do that, but do I think that this one particularly needed to happen? I think that the Bruins have a lot of things that they need to focus on other than trying to start sideshows.
Mhm.
I'm a little worried that we're getting into Jordan Binnington territory with our dear friend Jamey, and I don't want that. So I think he tries too much to do that, and I think it's cool that he has that fire occasionally, and I think he needs to learn how to like save it for the special occasions versus becoming a sideshow.
Yeah, that's what. Like I said, I don't know what the score was at that time, but read the fucking room.
Yeah, it's like it's a lost ass season. And like
it,
it'd be different if like he was on a heater and he's coming out with like attitude, but it's just like not to shit on the guy entirely, but it's like you've been awful for a few weeks now. It's like you've got nothing going. Focus on your game. Don't focus on that. You know what I mean? Like read the room, read the vibes. It's not the time.
Another thing too, speaking of vibes, especially in the room, like there was after the game, one of the reporters went up to Zadorov and just kind of asked him, "Oh, like what did you think about?" So I believe he said Swayman,
Trying to
trying to
defend
fight to
Kuznetsov.
defend Kuznetsov. Yeah. And Zadorov pretty much said like, "Oh, is that what it was?" And the reporter
I
goes,
saw
"Yeah, that's
that.
what it looked like." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I don't know, no comment." So I don't know. It seems like everybody is fed up and frustrated with the whole season. Again, people online like to jump to conclusions saying that Swayman's a problem in the room and that nobody likes the guy. But it's just everyone is just so aggravated and disheartened with the way the season's going. And 10 games left.
That's kind of what I was hoping for when I said like let's get through these last 10 games with the least amount of mental damage possible. Like the room is just bad. There's no way that you can be in that room, and that's not saying that like because somebody's a cancer. It's just like because of the way the season's gone, there's no way you can be in that room and not be fucking so over it. So like I'm sure everybody's frustrated. Everybody wants to be done with this. Everybody's probably getting kind of fed up with each other just because things have gone so fucking sideways. Like you can't even blame them. So it's just like let's get through it. Let's hopefully not create
Hopefully
anything that
nothing
lasts
happens
beyond
that
this year, and
spills
then
over
hopefully
into
get like an
next season.
actual reset.
So I just cut you off.
That's literally that's all I'm hoping for. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's
No,
literally
no,
all I'm hoping for.
yeah. I mean, hopefully that there's nothing going on now and nothing gets said or done that would cause any animosity going forward. Hopefully after the season, it's a clean slate for everybody, and we can kind of move on and just kind of try to figure out what the next step is.
Yeah, it's like I know I can't wait to put it behind me, so I can only imagine that they feel that tenfold.
Before we go, I just wanted to do one thing here. Where are we? Can you see me here? All right. So in 1998-99 season,
wow, let's go.
Zdeno Chara played 23 games in the AHL for the Lowell Lock Monsters.
Let's go.
They must have been
You
an
gotta find
Islanders
that jersey
affiliate
now.
back then.
No, weren't they? I thought they were the.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, because that was a split season between Lowell and
Sound Tigers?
New York. Yeah, in the Islanders, and then the next season he was also in the Islanders. Actually, the next couple. So he was in. Okay. 97-98 Islanders and the Kentucky Thoroughblades, which is also an awesome name. In 1999, the Islanders and the Lock Monsters before playing for Team Slovakia, and then he played for the Islanders the next couple of years before he went to Ottawa.
So do you want to hear the chaotic ass history of the Lowell Lock Monsters?
Do you have it?
Yeah, so they first started in 98 as an affiliate of the Islanders, 98 to 01. I guess starting in 2000 somehow, so they kind of overlap both them and the Kings. So they were a Kings affiliate for 01, 02. Starting in 01, they were the Hurricanes affiliate, but also at the same time were a Flames affiliate from 03 to 05. But then also 05, 06, they were an affiliate of the Avalanche before ending their shtick for 06 to 2010 as the Devils affiliate. So I think for 05 or
I remember them being the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they were like multiple teams for multiple seasons. Yeah. I remember they ended with being the Devils.
Yeah, they were the Lowell Devils. I know that. I think they moved to Albany.
They just constantly bounce from team to team.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, yep.
So I will be on the lookout for a Zdeno Chara Lowell Lock Monsters jersey. If anybody else finds one, send it my way. Any final thoughts?
No, fuck this.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for episode 36. Make sure you check us out on all socials, Twitter, Bluesky, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you can think of, we're on it. Make sure you check out HiBruiNation.com for all of our blogs. 10 games left, a couple more weeks. It's been tough, but we're here to suffer through it right there with you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on all platforms. Give this video a like. Make sure you go check out Don't Puck with Media as well. Kyle wanted me to tell you that he loves you guys. And until next time, go Bruins.
Woo.